Thank you so much for joining me for the weekly intuitive life coaching oracle cards readings. I'm so excited to have you here with me. We're going to be using the intuitive life coaching app to do a weekly overview every Sunday. There are actually four. This is what it will look like if you download it on your phone. This app is available for your iPhone as well as for Android phones. And there are four buttons on the screen. The first one is readings, which takes you into the different readings you can do. You can do a 1 card, a 3 card, or a 5 card reading. And then there's the browse button. And if you have the free version, you'll only see 11 cards, but there's actually 77 in this deck. And then there is the journal, which allows you to save your readings by time and date. And then there's the about, which tells you a little bit more about me and Indigo software. So let's get started. This reading is for March 16th through the 22nd. We're going to take a look at the week ahead using 5 cards. You always want to make sure you get very centered, very clear. Think about the question. And then as soon as you feel connected and focused, go ahead and click anywhere on the screen. And whatever cards you're drawn to are the right cards. We're looking at the week ahead, any messages that we need to be aware of, any energies that we need to be aware of that will help us navigate this week with clarity and greater understanding. Okay, so taking a look at the week ahead for the situation, we have intuitive. The emotional challenge is connected. The solution is tough love. The coaching advice is parting ways. And in the potential, we have core values. So let's look at the intuitive card for the situation. It says you are learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. So for this week, as we look at the whole week ahead, what our guides and angels are coming through, and they're telling us that we've been getting those intuitive nudges, we've been getting those intuitive messages, and that we have been right. But the problem is that we're not trusting that guidance. And so for those of us that are getting guidance, that are getting that knowing, that inner knowing, we're being asked this week to trust that intuition and to follow it. This is a big theme. The connected card came up last week as well. So let's look at this card. It says intuition can take on many different forms. It is a natural way of being. There's nothing woo-woo about it. Many of us have been conditioned to tune out our intuitive abilities so we can fit in or blend in with our environment. This card is showing you that one of your strengths is your ability to know what you know and not know how you know it. When you know something that you can't explain, trust that. That's your inner voice showing you the truth. When we learn to live life from an intuitive perspective, our decisions and choices will change. So right now, we have some decisions to make, and we are actually getting intuitive guidance, but we're blocking it out and pushing it aside and saying that it's in our imagination. Some of us might be doing that. Others of us are learning to embrace our intuitive abilities. So we're really starting to open up to this and to align with this and to let this flow through us. And in our coaching advice, we have, or in the emotional challenge, we have the connected card. So anytime a card falls in the emotional connection, it's telling us an emotional challenge. It's telling us that right now, this is an area that we are blocking. And because we got the intuition card as a situation, our connected card is telling us that we're not embracing the messages that we're getting from our guides and angels, that we have a lot of support around us, we have a lot of guidance around us, that our prayers are being answered, but we're really not we're really not internalizing those messages and acting on them. And this card says you are very connected to the heavenly realms. So it's you are connected to the angelic realms, your guardian angel, guides, and source. You play an important role in teaching unconditional love. You are everyone else's go-to person, and you may even have a career in the holistic healing arts profession. A big message that's coming through right now for a lot of intuitive people that are getting out in the world as healings art practitioners or intuitives, we are getting guidance as far as moving forward in our for our soul purpose, but we haven't yet trusted that. So this is a big week about clearing out anything that is keeping us from aligning with our soul purpose. And a big message is coming up is that a lot of us are moving forward or wanting to move forward in our career as a holistic healing arts practitioner, but we're having a lot of resistance with that. And also this connected card for the other message for this connected card is showing us that we are really aligning with true guidance. So for those of you that are moving in a different direction as far as careers goes, for those of you that are moving in a different correct, just everything feels kind of up in the air. You're being asked to sit in meditation because a lot of changes are happening within what you do for a living and all that is coming up. So you're being asked to go into meditation. You're being asked to write down your questions even. Call in your angels and guides and wait for that guidance because you are getting accurate guidance. It's going to help you make some pretty profound decisions. And in the solution card, we have tough love. And this is a similar theme as last week. We're looking at a lot of relationship healing from last week, and we're still kind of in that theme this week. And we're learning to speak our truth, but with love. So let's look at this card. It says it's time to tell the truth about something you have been avoiding. This something could also be something that you're avoiding within yourself. So maybe you're not being honest. Maybe you're being indecisive about what you really want, and you're being asked to honor your feelings. You're being asked to listen to your intuition. You're being asked to follow the guidance from your angels and guides. It says it is time to tell the truth about something you have been avoiding. Tough love can be as simple as telling the truth about something you have been avoiding or in denial of, and letting people in your life know where you stand. Setting good boundaries is extremely important. It is open communication and honesty that truly brings people together and helps them connect and grow together on a soul level. Tough love for yourself means that you're finally going to admit to yourself the truth about something that you may be in denial of. When you're honest with yourself and others, it opens up a pathway for you. So, it frees you up to heal and move on. But if you're not honest, however, the lessons in our lives never truly go away until we learn them. So be prepared to experience more of it. So we're being faced with the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is so different for everyone. We have to listen to our truth and how we are feeling and move forward from there and be honest. Open, honest communication, even if we're scared of how others will feel if we talk to them about what's really going on. But mostly, be honest with yourself. If you're in a difficult situation as far as relationship or a difficult situation as far as maybe you're not happy in your career or your job or even a marriage, it is time for you to really look at that and be honest with yourself about that. And in the coaching advice, we have parting ways. It says it may be time to move on from this person or situation. And the parting ways card is showing us that a lot of our intuitive guidance is asking us to let go of something that is no longer serving us in whatever way that is, whatever situation that shows up for you in your life. You're being asked to trust the next phase in your life. So that if you have to part ways with something, you need to trust that all doors will open in the direction you're supposed to be going. So basically, if you part ways with something, it's so that you can open new doors. That's really important for this week, to let go of anything that is no longer serving you. And of course, you can do that with love. So let's look at this. It says, this card shows up today to let you know that not all things are meant to last forever. People, situations, and events all come into your life for a reason. They are here to help us learn and grow. Each experience has its place in our life's puzzle. This could represent a job that is making you feel depleted, or a relationship that is holding you back and keeping you from being the best you can be. Whatever it is, it may be time to part ways from this person or situation. You're being asked to make room in your heart for new beginnings. And ask yourself what it is you need now to truly thrive. Know that at one time the situation was needed, it was a part of your journey, and be grateful for all that you have learned. And the key here is to have faith. Have faith and let go of the situation. Allow it to run its course. Don't try to hold on to anything. And that's one of the hardest parts, is trusting that everything is going to work out for your highest good. And the potential card really wraps up this week's energy. This is one of my favorite cards. Core values. Follow your heart and make your values a priority. So that's where all the confusion is coming from. Sometimes we're trying to make decisions based on what we think everyone else thinks we should do. Or sometimes we're trying to make decisions based on, the people in how much money we think we have to make, or how much money we think it's possible for us to make, or whether or not someone's going to get upset at us if we follow our true guidance. The answer is always following your heart. It's always following your truth, your core values. So for this week, you have to listen to what it is you need on a soul level. It says, if you're not making your values a priority, you might feel an ache or a pain in your heart that is causing you to feel somber, sad, and like something is missing. You may not be quite sure what it is or what is missing. This is your heart trying to tell you something. It is time for you to listen. Listen carefully to every feeling that you have, every sadness that you feel. There is a message behind this pain. This pain is causing you to ask the question, what is it that I truly need? What do I really want? Or am I ever going to be happy? If you follow your heart, you will feel an abundance of joy and love radiating from you. This card comes to you today to tell you that something may be missing from your life. Are you working too much? Are you stuck in a relationship that makes you feel alone? Or are you stuck in a job that leaves you feeling stressed, overworked, and underpaid? Whatever the situation, the message that you need to know is hidden behind your pain. Take some time out to feel what you need to feel and allow yourself to express what you need to express. If you continue to suppress these feelings and emotions, the pain will get louder and louder, and eventually it will become unbearable. Take some time to journal, meditate, and listen to your heart. This card is a sign that things are getting ready to shift for you if you will only follow your heart. Make your values a priority, and everything else will fall into place. Thank you all so much for joining me for this week's Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle reading. Please check out my website at www.intuitivelifecoachingwithkelly.com. There is a new audio download available for those of you that are interested and subscribing to my newsletter. Have a wonderful week and blessings.